Carrying the can for the crisis, have we crippled a whole generation of young people? Good evening and welcome. In studio tonight, the people who represent the future of this country, many well-educated, ambitious and energetic, and all with something valuable to offer. But some are here with their emigrants' visas in their pockets, about to take their talents elsewhere. We'll hear from them in a while. But first, though, the thoughts of one young person on what's gone wrong.
1 in 3 young people in Ireland is now unemployed. That means despite being a highly skilled, educated and well-travelled generation, many are now emigrating, whilst others join the lengthening dole queues, where a vast pool of ideas, talent and energy is being consigned to a human scrap heap. Many of us with jobs are struggling with the anxiety of temporary employment contracts or negative equity housing, often giving rise to relationship problems or depression. In many ways, our generation has fueled the success of the last decade. We've achieved things that our grandparents could only have dreamed of, but we've now been brought back down to earth with a serious bang. This is much more than an economic recession. It is a period of social transformation where all the skeletons are out of the closet and we're going to have to face up to the hard facts. We are witnessing the collapse of the traditional pillars of power, authority and decision-making. Church, state, politics, unions, industry and banking, they're all scrambling to put out the fires that they themselves helped create. Political scandals, racial tensions, prefab schools, environmental inaction and a never-ending crisis in our health system all paint a sorry picture. Frustration and anger is growing and we may yet see a return to the protest movements of the 60s, only this time fed by a much larger and more organised younger generation. We need to decide what kind of country we, the people, want. As the old ways come tumbling down, bringing chaos and confusion for many, it has also created space for new ways to emerge. We have the technology, the tools, the people and the ideas. The only thing really stopping us is ourselves.
All right, that's Ruairi McKiernan of SpunOut.ie's in our audience here. Ruairi, hundreds of thousands of young people access your website all the time. So what are they saying?
I think young people in general are coming, as I said, coming down to earth with a bang. They've found themselves living in this prosperity, this dream, a kind of an empire built on sand, as to quote Noam Chomsky in an interview that SpunOut.ie's did with him recently. And they've found themselves slightly bewildered and confused now. And I don't think that the true anger and the true social tensions have yet risen.
All right, you seem to be suggesting that it will happen, though.
Absolutely it will happen, because I don't think this boat that has gone dramatically off course is going to get back on course overnight. And I know you're going to be hearing from political representatives later, but what young people are saying to us on SpunOut, on our forums, through the interaction that we have with them every day, is that they've lost faith in that system, that the evidence is there, that it's like a moving circus at the moment. People are stepping in and stepping out, and it looks like chaos at the helm. And ultimately we need to redefine new ways of working together.
And do you think they'll take to the streets if they get organised, or when they get organised?
Well, at the moment we have one of the highest youth populations in Europe, and we also have 1 in 3 young people in Ireland unemployed. And that, as I said, that isn't going to change overnight. Right. There is no dramatic return to pharmaceuticals, IT, construction, all these magic things that happened before, fairy tale stuff. So, you know, like...
Okay, trouble waiting to happen.
Absolutely,
on the streets.
Unless there are channels and harnesses put in place to address it.
One of the things that helps people to cope is leaving the country.